Ladies and gentlemen, there will always be people who doubt you. They may say you're not good enough, not capable, or that your dreams are too big. They may laugh, criticize, or even dismiss you entirely. But here's the truth. Doubt is inevitable. It is part of life, and how you respond to it defines the path of your success. Every great achiever has faced doubt. Every innovator, every leader, every person who changed the world had people telling them it couldn't be done. And yet, they chose to keep going. Every one of us has faced it at some point. Doubt. Not just our own self-doubt, but the doubt cast upon us by others. The skeptical voices, the raised eyebrows, the whispers of, "You can't do this," or "This isn't for you." Doubt is universal. It doesn't care who you are, what your background is, or how talented you might be. It comes for everyone. The question is not whether doubt exists. It's whether you let it control your life or fuel your journey. When people doubt you, they are not just expressing disbelief in your abilities. They are expressing their own limitations. They are projecting the boundaries of their comfort zones onto you, expecting you to stay confined within theirs. And for many of us, it is tempting to believe them. It is tempting to let their doubts echo inside your mind until you begin to question your own potential. But let me tell you something vital. Doubt from others is not truth. It is opinion, and opinions are not chains unless you allow them to be. Facing doubt is the first step toward greatness. Every achievement, every breakthrough, and every remarkable story begins with someone being underestimated. Think of the innovators, the artists, the athletes, and the leaders throughout history. Many of them were doubted by their peers, by society, even by people closest to them. And yet, those very individuals refused to let doubt define their path. They faced it, stared it down, and turned it into a challenge. They understood that doubt is not a stop sign, it is a test. When you face doubt, the choice is yours. You can let it discourage you, make you hesitant, and stop you in your tracks. Or you can let it ignite a fire within you. Every time someone doubts you, consider it a personal challenge. Every word of skepticism, every act of disbelief, every silent judgment is an opportunity to rise above. Doubt becomes fuel when you refuse to internalize it as truth. Instead, internalize it as motivation, as a call to action. It is important to recognize that doubt is also a teacher. Yes, the very thing that seems like an obstacle can actually guide you to become stronger, smarter, and more prepared. When people doubt you, it forces you to evaluate your goals, sharpen your focus, and commit to your path with greater determination. Doubt challenges you to clarify your vision, to work harder, and to prepare yourself in ways that mere agreement and support never could. There is strength in facing opposition because it pushes you to prove not only others but yourself that you are capable. Let's talk about how doubt shows up in our lives. It comes in many forms. Sometimes it's the direct words of criticism. "You'll never make it. This is too big for you. Why would anyone listen to you?" Other times it is quieter, a lack of support, indifference, or people turning away from your dreams. And sometimes it is the most insidious form of all, self-doubt. That little voice inside your head saying you're not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough. All forms of doubt are challenges, and all can be overcome with the right mindset. When you face doubt, it is essential to confront it directly. Do not avoid it, do not suppress it, and do not pretend it does not exist. Acknowledge it, understand it, study the source of it. Who is doubting you and why? Often, their doubt is rooted not in reality but in fear. Fear of failure, fear of change, fear of seeing someone else succeed. Recognizing this helps you separate meaningful criticism from baseless doubt. Meaningful criticism is constructive and helps you grow. Baseless doubt is irrelevant unless you give it power. Action is your answer to doubt. Talking, explaining, or arguing will never have the impact that action can create. When someone doubts you, the most powerful response is not a debate, it is progress. Every step you take toward your goal, every skill you develop, every risk you embrace, and every small victory you claim is a statement louder than words. Doubt cannot survive action. When you face doubt with action, you are no longer waiting for permission or approval. You are proving your capabilities with results. History is full of stories of individuals who turned doubt into triumph. The person told they could never succeed in school. The athlete told they were too small or too slow. The entrepreneur told their idea was impossible. All of them faced doubt. And they succeeded not because doubt disappeared, but because they refused to let it define them. They embraced doubt as a challenge, as a signal that the path they were walking was significant, that they were pushing boundaries, and that what they were doing mattered. Facing doubt also requires patience and resilience. It is not always a one-time battle. People will doubt you repeatedly. Circumstances may seem to confirm their skepticism. But every time you persevere, every time you stay consistent, you chip away at that doubt. Consistency turns disbelief into respect. Patience turns skepticism into admiration. And resilience turns doubt into a stepping stone for success. Remember, doubt is not a reflection of your value or potential. It is a reflection of perception, how others view your possibilities through the lens of their own limitations. You have the power to rise above those limitations, to surpass expectations, and to rewrite the narrative. The more doubt you face, the more meaningful your eventual success will be. When you overcome doubt, you not only prove others wrong, but you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving greatness. So embrace doubt as a companion on your journey, not an enemy. Let it challenge you, push you, and shape you. Let it fuel your determination, sharpen your focus, and inspire action. The people who doubt you may not understand your potential, but that is their limitation, not yours. And as you face doubt head-on, you will realize that it was never a barrier. It was a call to rise, a call to work harder, and a call to prove to yourself that you are unstoppable. Believing in yourself is the cornerstone of any achievement. Without self-belief, your dreams remain dreams. Every great accomplishment in history, every milestone of success, and every story of someone rising against the odds began with a simple, unwavering conviction: they believed in themselves. Belief in yourself is not arrogance, and it is not a guarantee that the road will be easy. It is a decision to trust your abilities, to trust your instincts, and to trust the potential that resides within you. Self-belief is what separates those who succeed from those who falter. Many people have talent, skill, and knowledge, but without belief, they hesitate. They second-guess themselves. They let fear, doubt, or the opinions of others dictate their choices. Belief is the fuel that allows you to move forward even when the path is unclear. When you believe in yourself, challenges transform into opportunities, obstacles become lessons, and setbacks are nothing more than temporary pauses on the road to greatness. Belief in yourself is often tested the most when you face criticism or skepticism. People may tell you that your goals are too ambitious, that your dreams are unrealistic, or that you lack what it takes to succeed. At these moments, your belief in yourself becomes your shield. When others doubt you, you have to remind yourself that their words do not define your potential. Your worth and capability are not measured by their opinions. They are measured by your commitment to yourself and your willingness to take action despite the uncertainty. To cultivate self-belief, it is essential to focus on your strengths and acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Every skill you develop, every milestone you reach, and every problem you solve is evidence of your ability. Take time to reflect on your progress and remind yourself that you are capable. Self-belief is not blind optimism. It is a conscious recognition of your value and the power you hold to shape your life. The more you focus on what you can do, the stronger your confidence becomes, and the less room doubt has to grow. Belief in yourself also requires taking responsibility for your own success. You cannot wait for permission, validation, or approval from others. Your life is yours to create, and it begins with trusting your own judgment. When you believe in yourself, you stop looking outward for answers and start looking inward for solutions. You understand that the power to succeed is not in luck or external circumstances, but in your own hands. Every decision, every action, and every effort you make becomes intentional and aligned with your goals. The power of belief is often underestimated because it is invisible, yet it influences everything you do. People who doubt themselves may avoid challenges, settle for less, or give up when things get hard. Those who believe in themselves approach difficulties with confidence. They see obstacles as temporary, setbacks as lessons, and criticism as motivation. Self-belief gives you the courage to take risks, the determination to persevere, and the resilience to continue when others would quit. It is the engine behind every bold move and the foundation of every extraordinary achievement. Belief in yourself also inspires others. Confidence is contagious. When people see someone who trusts in their abilities, they are drawn to that energy. Belief in yourself is not selfish. It sets an example and motivates those around you to believe in their own potential. Your self-belief can become a beacon of possibility, showing others that challenges can be overcome and that greatness is within reach when you trust yourself enough to pursue it. Building belief in yourself is not a one-time effort, it is a habit. It grows each time you step outside your comfort zone and prove to yourself that you can handle more than you imagined. Every goal you pursue, every skill you master, and every challenge you overcome strengthens your confidence. It is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. And the stronger your belief in yourself, the more unstoppable you become in the face of doubt, criticism, or uncertainty. Belief in yourself also requires patience and persistence. Success does not come overnight, and the path is rarely smooth. There will be failures, mistakes, and moments of frustration, but those who truly believe in themselves understand that these are part of the journey, not the end of it. Belief allows you to keep moving forward, to keep learning, and to keep improving, even when results are not immediate. It gives you the courage to continue when others give up, and the strength to rise after every fall. Ultimately, belief in yourself is the foundation upon which all other achievements are built. Without it, skills, opportunities, and effort can falter. With it, even the most difficult goals become attainable. Belief is not something you wait to receive. It is something you cultivate. It is a decision you make every day to trust yourself, to honor your potential, and to commit fully to the life you want to create. Hard work and perseverance are the forces that separate dreamers from achievers. Anyone can have a vision, anyone can make a plan, and anyone can talk about what they want to achieve. But vision alone is meaningless without the effort to bring it to life. Hard work is the engine that drives progress. It is the commitment to showing up every day. Even when the road is long, the challenges are overwhelming, and the results are not immediately visible. Perseverance is the companion to hard work, the unwavering determination to continue pushing forward, no matter how many times you fall or face failure. The truth is, talent can only take you so far. Many people with natural ability never reach their full potential simply because they are unwilling to put in the effort. Hard work levels the playing field. It gives you an advantage over those who rely solely on talent, over those who are willing to wait for luck, and over those who quit when obstacles arise. When you commit to working hard and refusing to give up, you develop a strength that no circumstance, no doubt, and no criticism can take away from you. Perseverance is what allows you to continue when the path seems impossible. Life will throw challenges at you, unexpected obstacles, failures, and setbacks that can make even the strongest person question their journey. But perseverance is the refusal to let those setbacks define you. It is the decision to rise every time you fall, to learn from mistakes, and to keep moving forward with determination. Every failure is a lesson, every setback is a stepping stone, and every challenge is an opportunity to prove not just to others but to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Hard work requires discipline. It demands that you show up even when you don't feel like it, that you commit to doing the tasks no one else wants to do, and that you invest in yourself consistently. It means prioritizing your goals over comfort, delaying short-term gratification for long-term achievement, and embracing effort as a daily habit rather than a temporary choice. Success is not a sudden event. It is the accumulation of countless hours of focused, deliberate action, often when no one is watching. That is the true mark of hard work, the ability to keep going even in the absence of immediate reward. Perseverance also requires patience. Many people give up too soon because they expect instant results. They start strong but falter when progress seems slow. But greatness is rarely achieved overnight. Every successful person has experienced moments of doubt, frustration, and delay. The difference is that they kept going. They understood that each small, consistent effort compounds over time, building momentum toward their goals. Patience, coupled with persistence, turns ordinary effort into extraordinary outcomes. Hard work and perseverance also build character. They teach resilience, focus, and a level of self-discipline that cannot be learned any other way. When you dedicate yourself to your craft, when you refuse to quit in the face of difficulty, you develop an inner strength that carries you through all areas of life. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable become opportunities to demonstrate courage and determination. The struggle itself shapes you into the person capable of achieving the very goals others doubted you could reach. It is important to recognize that perseverance does not mean blindly continuing without reflection. True perseverance is coupled with learning and adaptability. When you face obstacles, you assess, adjust, and improve. Each failure teaches a lesson, and each lesson strengthens your ability to navigate future challenges. Hard work is most effective when it is purposeful and intelligent. Working tirelessly without direction may produce effort, but not results. The combination of relentless effort and strategic action is what leads to breakthroughs and lasting success. Hard work and perseverance are also contagious. People notice those who are committed, who refuse to quit, and who consistently strive for excellence. Your determination inspires others, whether colleagues, friends, or family. It sets a standard of discipline, courage, and resilience that encourages everyone around you to elevate their own efforts. The impact of your perseverance often extends far beyond your personal achievements. It becomes a ripple effect that motivates and empowers others to pursue their own goals with vigor. Another crucial aspect of hard work and perseverance is the ability to embrace discomfort. Growth rarely occurs in comfort zones. Challenges, obstacles, and difficult circumstances are not signs that you should quit. They are signs that you are progressing, that you are stretching yourself, and that you are moving closer to your true potential. Every long night, every extra hour, every effort beyond what feels easy or convenient contributes to the foundation of success. It is in those moments of discomfort that resilience is forged, discipline is strengthened, and character is built. Consistency is the silent force behind perseverance. It is not about occasional bursts of effort or temporary motivation. It is about committing to daily action, no matter how small, toward your goals. Every consistent step compounds over time, creating momentum that is unstoppable. Small efforts, when maintained consistently, lead to monumental results. The people who achieve greatness are not necessarily the most talented. They are the ones who consistently show up, work hard, and refuse to give up, even when the journey feels endless. Finally, hard work and perseverance teach one of the most valuable lessons in life, that you are capable of far more than you believe. When you commit to effort and refuse to quit, you discover reserves of strength, creativity, and determination that you never knew existed. The obstacles you overcome, the hours you dedicate, and the challenges you face all contribute to a personal power that becomes unstoppable. Doubt, criticism, and failure lose their impact because you have proven, time and again, that your resolve is stronger than any obstacle. Ladies and gentlemen, the path to success is never easy. It requires relentless hard work, unwavering perseverance, and a refusal to surrender to doubt, fear, or temporary discomfort. Talent, opportunity, and luck play a role, but the foundation of achievement is built on effort. Every action you take, every hour you invest, every setback you overcome, and every step you keep moving forward strengthens the bridge to your dreams. Hard work and perseverance are not just actions. They are a mindset, a lifestyle, and a promise to yourself that you will never quit no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Criticism is something we encounter in life. It can come from friends, family, colleagues, strangers, or even from ourselves. Some criticism is constructive and offers valuable lessons, but much of it is harsh, unfair, and meant to discourage. When someone questions your abilities, belittles your dreams, or dismisses your efforts, it can sting. It can shake your confidence and make you question whether you're on the right path. But here's the truth. Criticism is not your enemy. In fact, when harnessed correctly, it can become one of the most powerful forces driving you toward success. Turning criticism into motivation begins with mindset. Most people react to criticism with anger, defensiveness, or self-doubt. They let it demoralize them, and sometimes they even abandon their goals because of it. But the truly successful see criticism differently. They see it as a signal, a message that they are visible, that they are doing something meaningful, and that others notice their efforts. Criticism, when reframed, is an opportunity to grow, improve, and demonstrate resilience. It becomes fuel instead of a barrier. The first step in this transformation is separating useful criticism from noise. Not all criticism deserves your attention. Some people criticize because of jealousy, insecurity, or their own limited mindset. Their words often reflect their fears, not your potential. But some criticism, even if delivered harshly, can reveal gaps, weaknesses, or areas that require improvement. Learning to distinguish between these types of criticism allows you to extract value from the feedback without letting negativity derail you. The key is to remain objective and take only what can help you grow. Once you understand that criticism is not a personal attack but an opportunity, you can start using it as motivation. Every doubt cast upon you, every negative comment, every skeptic's remark becomes a challenge to prove them wrong, to rise higher, and to achieve more than they ever thought you could. Criticism is a mirror reflecting not your failure, but the perceptions and limitations of others. When you turn it into motivation, you reclaim power and control over your journey. You take what was meant to discourage you and transform it into energy that propels you forward. Criticism also teaches resilience. Life will never be free of judgment, doubt, or disapproval. Those who succeed are not the ones who avoid criticism, they are the ones who face it head-on and keep going. Each time someone criticizes you and you continue to pursue your goals, you become stronger. You learn to handle adversity, manage your emotions, and maintain focus despite negativity. Over time, you build mental toughness that becomes invaluable. The more criticism you encounter and overcome, the less impact it has, and the more confident you become in your abilities. It's important to remember that every great achiever has faced criticism. Every innovator, entrepreneur, and world changer has had people tell them they couldn't succeed, that their ideas were impossible, or that they were aiming too high. Criticism is often a sign that you are pushing boundaries, doing something meaningful, and stepping outside of comfort zones. If no one criticizes you, it may mean you are not trying hard enough, not taking risks, or not aiming high enough. Criticism, then, becomes a badge of effort, a signal that you are on the right path, even when it feels uncomfortable. Turning criticism into motivation also requires self-reflection. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting hurt feelings control your actions, take a moment to ask yourself what you can learn from the feedback. Is there a point hidden within the harsh words? Can you use this as an opportunity to improve your skills, refine your approach, or strengthen your strategy? By extracting value from criticism, you transform it from an obstacle into a roadmap for growth. Every piece of feedback, every skeptical comment, every negative opinion can be used as a stepping stone toward mastery if you are willing to embrace it. Another essential aspect of this transformation is channeling emotion into action. It's natural to feel anger, frustration, or disappointment when criticized. But instead of letting those emotions consume you, convert them into energy to work harder, smarter, and with greater focus. Let the fire of criticism ignite your determination. Each time someone doubts your abilities or questions your goals, let it motivate you to achieve more, to perform better, and to push beyond what you thought was possible. Anger can be destructive if uncontrolled, but motivation rooted in criticism can be unstoppable. Criticism also helps you refine your vision. Sometimes, in the face of negative feedback, you discover flaws, weaknesses, or areas for improvement that you might have ignored. By taking criticism seriously, not personally, and using it strategically, you can strengthen your skills, improve your decisions, and enhance your outcomes. What initially feels like a setback becomes a stepping stone to excellence. Criticism, when harnessed correctly, accelerates growth, sharpens focus, and drives innovation. It is also important to maintain perspective. People will always have opinions, and not all of them matter. You cannot control what others say, but you can control how you respond. When you decide to turn criticism into motivation, you reclaim your power. Instead of letting negativity hold you back, you use it as a tool for self-improvement. You decide that the opinions of others will not dictate your potential. Your results, your effort, and your determination become the ultimate response. The louder the criticism, the more motivation you have to succeed. Ultimately, criticism is not a roadblock, it is a compass. It guides you toward areas that need attention, challenges you to work harder, and tests your resilience. Those who master the art of turning criticism into motivation are unstoppable. They take every negative comment, every doubter, and every skeptic, and they convert it into fuel for progress. Each criticism becomes a spark, Each skeptic becomes a motivator, and each challenge becomes an opportunity to rise higher than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, when someone criticizes you, do not shrink. Do not react with anger or doubt. Instead, smile, analyze, and transform that energy into action. Let criticism drive you to work harder, to achieve more, and to prove not just others but yourself that you are capable of greatness. The people who doubted you, laughed at you, or tried to hold you back will one day witness the unstoppable force you have become. And in that moment, their criticism will no longer have power. It will be the very thing that propelled you to success.